Hey everyone, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So it has definitely been a little while since we've last talked. So obviously over the past couple of weeks I have uploaded a couple of videos, but before that I took about a 3-month-ish break. I did upload a couple times in that break, but mainly I didn't film anything. I didn't really edit anything. Like everything that went up had been filmed in like October, and I just now got around to editing it like within the last month, and it's almost February. So I took a little break, not for any particular reason. I mainly was just kind of getting ready to start going back to school, because if you didn't know, I did end up taking a semester off from school after graduating. So I am going back to school now. I've officially started, and I've just been kind of getting back into the groove of things and just trying to figure out going to school while working full-time. And now I am starting my YouTube back up, even though I guess technically it never really fell off, but here we are, we're back and ready to do some reading. So that is what I'm here to talk about. So basically today's Monday. I didn't say, but this is going to be a weekly reading vlog, and today is Monday, which obviously means that it's the start of a brand new reading week, of course. And so I'm going to talk about what my plans are for this week. So I started Rookie Mistake by Lisa Suzanne, and y'all, when I tell y'all that this series has had me in an absolute chokehold, and like not even like the series, because the series is kind of weird, not the content but like the way that it's set up. So basically it's 5-book series, but it's 4 series of these 5-book series, and each series within the series follows a couple. So instead of like how a normal like companion type series is, how you have one book that follows one couple and then the next book follows another couple, this is like 5 books follow one couple, and then you move on to the next set of books, which is another 5 books that follows a different couple that you met in the first book, and like so on and so on. So Rookie Mistake, this is the 4th set of 5 books. So it's a new couple. It's starting with Tristan Higgins and Tessa Taylor, and this is a second chance romance with a lot of tropes in it. However, this series is not for everybody. So there's nothing really bad with the series or like wrong with the series, but definitely if you are sensitive to other women drama, there is a lot of it, and I mean a lot of it. Pretty much the main theme in every single book has to do with another woman or another man or anything like that. So already, if that's not something you're into, steer clear. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward, your basic sports romance. There are a lot of other tropes that are thrown in there every once in a while, like one has like a surprise pregnancy, one is like small town, and like things like that. You've got like a friends with benefits type situation, you've got a one-night stand type situation, just like all kinds of tropes and stuff that we love, you know, brother's best friend, like literally all of the tropes, like literally all of the tropes. This series has definitely had me by a chokehold the last like week. I have binge read literally the first 3 parts of the series within like the last week, and I'm on the last part of the series that's out. I believe later this year there will be like an extension onto the series, and then I know this author, I believe, is coming out with like a baseball type version of a series similar to this as well. I've literally been eating this up, and so that is what I've been reading, and I am more than likely going to finish all 5 books sometime this week. I am more than likely going to finish book 1, which like I mentioned earlier is called The Rookie Mistake, and I more than likely will be finishing that tonight. I do have a like cheat sheet type deal that I do have to make for one of my classes, because I do have an exam tomorrow, and my professor is allowing us to have a cheat sheet of sort for this exam that we're taking, and it's allowed to be like 1 sheet of paper where we can write like formulas and stuff like that down on it. And so I will be creating one of those tonight before I go to bed to take with me to class tomorrow for my exam. But that is mainly the only thing that I have to do tonight, and other than that I just want to make dinner and probably finish this book, because when I kid you not, like it was getting so juicy before I like sat down to film this clip, because I literally was reading it and I was like, oh my god, stop it, I don't want to put it down. But it's almost time for me to pick back up and I will let you guys know. Like I said, will more than likely finish this book tonight and I will try to update you guys. Like I said, I've taken 3 months off and so I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to filming, so if I forget to pick up the camera, please forgive me. I have not done it in a while. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Hi, so I'm back already with an update. I just finished Rookie Mistake and I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Well, okay, honestly I think I might give it 3.5 stars because I ended up looking up a spoiler pretty early on because I just needed to know like who she got pregnant by, because I wanted to know. So I looked it up and that is why that is why I feel like if I would not have looked it up, I definitely do feel like it could have been like a 4 star, but I definitely think I'm gonna give it a 3.5 star. But anyways, I am moving on to the next book. It is called Hidden Mistake, which is obviously the second book in the Vegas Aces series, and this is the wide receiver part of it. I am going to start this tonight. However, I'm not going to start it right this second just because I do have to make this cheat sheet really quickly, and once I finish the cheat sheet, then it's me in this book because I gotta know. Like, I gotta know, and I'm already just like, I'm already so excited to like keep reading. I just want to keep reading, and like I'm so hooked. Like I'm literally so hooked. Like I just feel like the way that this series literally has me by the neck right now, like I just need, like I need to continue. So I'm gonna make my cheat sheet really quickly and hopefully that doesn't take me longer than like 30-ish minutes, and then I'm gonna start reading this again. I do need to get ready to go to bed because it's currently 6:45 at the moment and I have already eaten dinner, and so basically now I just need to make my cheat sheet and then get ready to go to bed because I do have to work in the morning as well as go to class. So tomorrow is gonna be a bit of a busier day for me tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I will be able to update because I do have work in the morning from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then I have class from 2:30 to 5, but since it is an exam day, I do not think that we'll be there the whole class, obviously, because like with exams usually you go to class, take the exam, and then you leave. But since this is like a once a week class, I don't know if we'll actually have to stay after and like do work. I know that we are getting like a lab assignment after the exam, but I'm not sure if we'll have to actually like stay for like class material after the exam. So I guess we'll see about that tomorrow, but I am planning on reading as much as I can tonight, and I'm not really gonna study because I do feel pretty confident in the material. I feel pretty confident in the fact that I know the material and I do get to have this cheat sheet as well, so I definitely feel like that is an advantage as well, and I do feel prepared for the exam. But I more than likely will look over it a little bit tomorrow before class. I might try to get there a little bit early and look over it a little bit before the exam. So yeah, but I don't want to like try to like cram tonight or anything like that because I just know I'm probably gonna end up just confusing myself, and then the things that I do know I'm not gonna know later, you know. So that's where we're at right now, and yeah, so I will update you guys again later. Hey guys, so it is Tuesday and I just wanted to hop on here and update the vlog. So I did go ahead and finish Hidden Mistake, which was the second book in the Vegas Aces wide receiver series, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I liked it a little bit more than the first one, and it just like had me nervous. I don't know. And then finally when the stuff happened with Savannah, I was like so just like happy because Savannah is the literal devil. And so finally just her finally getting justice, I guess, in a sense that she deserved, because she is literally awful and has been awful throughout this whole entire like 20 book series. And so just to be done with her, like I'm finally so happy that we're done with her. And now we're moving on to the third book, which is called Honest Mistake, and this is still kind of following that same storyline, but now Tristan is divorced from Savannah and they're both in their small town, and now there is a crazy other person who has kind of come into the picture, and they're just trying to navigate that. And I wish Tessa was like a little bit like, not that she's not smart, but I wish that she would like trust her gut a little bit better, because she definitely gets these like gut feelings. So obviously about Cam in the first one, she had this gut feeling about him that he was like a terrible man, and he ended up being a terrible man. And now she has this gut feeling about this other character. So I'm like, girl, go with your gut. Like, mom always told me, like, if your gut is telling you something, like, you go with your gut. You always go with your first instinct. And if your first instinct is telling you to run, baby, you better run. And so clearly her first instinct is telling her to run. So I wish she would listen to that. But obviously for the sake of the book and the sake of our entertainment as the reader, she's not gonna listen to her first gut instinct. So love that for her. I'm excited to see the way that it plays out. If I know Lisa Suzanne, and I feel like I do at this point after having read 15 of her books already, I definitely feel like there's gonna be some drama. But I am going to read some more of Hidden Mistake. I have been home not too terribly long. I did go to class. Well, I did go to work first this morning, and then I came home, ate lunch, went to class, took my exam, and then I ran into an old friend and we caught up for a little bit. And then I came home, made some dinner, and then while I was eating, I was watching Rhythm and Flow on Netflix. And now I am going to sit down and read, and I'm currently on page 64, which is 30% into Honest Mistakes. So I am definitely going to read some more of this tonight, and I want to see if I can get maybe about halfway through it. It is almost 7 o'clock, so I will probably be up for another couple of hours before I go to bed. But I do want to go ahead and get ready for bed, so that way I can just kind of read for the rest of the night until I decide that it's time to fall asleep. But yes, I think that's going to be it for this update, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Hey guys, so today is Wednesday, and I just wanted to pop on here really quickly and update since I have just finished a book. So today I have now finished 2 books. So last night I started Honest Mistake, and I finished that today, and I gave it 4 stars because the drama was just so good. Like, the drama was like dramaing, if you know what I'm saying. So I ended up giving that one 4 stars, and then I started on the next book in the series, which is called No Mistake, and I just finished that one probably about 2 minutes ago, and I think I'm gonna end up giving that one 3.5 stars. And then now I'm about to start the 5th and final book in the series, which is called Favorite Mistake. So I'm super excited to see how this all plays out, and now that Tristan is like finding out the truth, like what is gonna happen. Hopefully, you know, things work out and there will be a happy ending. I'm sure there will be, but it's just crazy because the series, like, it's 5 books following the same couple, so obviously it's a lot that can happen, and in this series there has definitely been a lot that has happened. So I'm super excited to see how it all comes to a conclusion, and fingers crossed that things work out the way that I'm hoping that they will. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and start this next book. It is currently 6:10, so I do have a little bit of time before I'm planning on going to bed. So I am definitely planning on reading as much as I can tonight. I don't think this next book is like super long. So these books aren't like the longest. I think the longest book was probably the first one in this series, and I think it was like 258 pages, but every other book before that has been like around 200 pages or less. So it is definitely like shorter books in the series. So they haven't been taking me too long to read. Like this last one I think was like 176 pages. So like they're not super long books. So that is why I have been able to fly through them the way that I have. So yeah. But I'm like so enjoying the series, and like if you are into like sports romances with a lot of drama, then I would highly recommend the series because it is so good and so drama filled and just addicting, and like I'm hooked. And I already have it, like when the next installment in this world comes out, like I already have like a reminder set to like download it on Kindle Unlimited so I can read it. But yeah, so with that being said, I'm gonna go so I can read Favorite Mistake, and if I end up finishing it tonight, then I will update you guys, of course, but if not, then I will talk to you guys tomorrow. it is now Thursday and I just wanted to pop on here and update the vlog. Also, sorry if you can hear that in the background. That is my air fryer going. So I'm cooking something to eat right now and it should be done in the next couple minutes. But I just wanted to update you guys while that was cooking so I can be like doing two things at once. So I did want to update on my reading. So last night I started Favorite Mistake and then I also finished it last night as well before going to bed. It was getting kind of late so I didn't update, but I was already in bed when I did end up finishing it and I enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. I believe it was just so good. Like the series itself was just so full of drama and it just kept me so entertained and so hooked, and I'm so excited for the next installment to come out, and I just know that I'm just gonna be trash for this series. And it was also hinted in the very last book about this other series that she is writing called Vegas Heat, and it follows like a baseball team in Vegas instead of just like the football team, and it features one of the guys that we met in the previous series, which we met him when Kaylee went to San Diego and was like volunteering, and you guys like probably don't even know any of what that is, but like basically one of the characters went to San Diego during their book series, and my food's done. But anyway, so Kaylee went to San Diego, met him there, and then we see him again in the very last book of this last series that is currently out. So I'm excited to get to that series when that comes out as well. So we've got a lot of stuff coming from Lisa Suzanne in the future, and I'm super excited to read some more in this world in the series. So, but with me reading those, I started probably like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I just read 20 books because it was 4 series of 5 books each. So I literally just read 20 books in the last like two weeks because I was just so hooked and I just couldn't stop. I couldn't put him down. I couldn't put him down, and I just was like, go, 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 go. Just needed to literally inhale the whole series. So overall, I would say I'd probably give the overall world probably about a 4-star. Like I'm just so hooked. Like I don't even know what else to say other than I'm hooked, and definitely check it out if you want. On another note, I did want to go ahead and update that I did end up starting something new. So I ended up starting Snow by Sophie Lark, and I have read about 30 pages of that, so I'm about 10% into that book, and I am still slowly making my way through Sophie Lark's universe. After Snow, I believe it'll be the 3rd book in the Kingmaker series, which is The Bully. So I've been trying to just read it in like chronological order, or like the best order to like read the series in. So I've just been kind of slowly trucking along. I did start reading this series in December of 2021 and have just kind of been reading it pretty slowly. I did read The Brutal Birthright pretty quickly, but been just kind of taking my time since then with this series. But I'm super excited to dive back in it and continue back in this world. I was very excited to get to The Bully after reading the 2nd book in the series. I do not remember what it was called, but I was super excited to get to The Bully because it follows Dean and someone else that I cannot remember right now, but I'm sure once I start reading again then everything will start like clicking. And yeah, so I am super excited to keep reading that. However, I'm not sure if I am going to continue to read it this weekend. It'll just kind of depend on how I'm feeling. So I'm definitely in the mood to pick up something physical. I don't actually have a physical TBR at the moment. With the new year, I did decide to go ahead and clear my physical TBR and just start from scratch because all the books that were on there I wasn't really like vibing with anymore. So I just was like, you know, we're gonna start from scratch, and then when I have the inkling to pick something up physically, then I am just going to do that. So as of right now, my TBR cart is empty. There is nothing on it, and so I have been thinking about what I maybe want to pick up this weekend to read physically. I do actually have to work tomorrow, but I will be working from home, so I will have time to read or whatever. I do have some homework that I wanted to get done before like the weekend officially starts. That way I can just take Saturday and Sunday and just read all weekend. So right now I'm thinking I might pick up Thrive by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the 4th book in the Addicted series and the 6th book in the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series reading order, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely thinking about maybe picking that one up this weekend, and if not that one, then just maybe something random. We'll just kind of see what my feelings are as the weekend progresses. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go so I can go eat really quickly, and then I think I'll probably end up either watching something on Netflix or maybe picking up Snow tonight. We'll just kind of see. But with that being said, I will update you guys again later. Hey guys, so today is Saturday and I just wanted to pop on here and update. So I didn't actually update anything yesterday, but I did do some reading of Snow and I was able to make it around like 60 something % last night, and then I did finish that this morning. I just finished it probably about 10 minutes ago and I have decided to give it 3.5 stars. It definitely has been the weakest book so far that I've read of Sophie Lark thus far. Not saying that it wasn't good or anything, like it was still really good and the story and stuff was really good, but the ending was, I felt like, was a little bit abrupt, and just some of the content in it, like it wasn't like bad content or it wasn't like written badly or anything like that, it just wasn't like fantastic, you know. So I did decide to give it like 3.5 stars. Still a good book, just my least favorite thus far. And so now I am going to be picking up another ebook. I'm going to be picking up Burdens We Carry by Dana Isserly and reading that, and then I'm also going to be reading another book that I'm going to start today. I'm going to take the dust jacket off because it's kind of a secret, because I am reading it for another video, and since this video is going up before that video, I don't want to like spoil that video, if that makes sense. So I will be picking this book up today as well and starting it. I am interested to see how I'm going to like this book, but yeah, it is pretty short. It's only like 326 pages, I believe, so a pretty quick read. I'm hoping, I think I'll be able to start this today and get at least like halfway through, if not all the way through. So that is also my plan for today. I have not done any homework. I was supposed to do my homework yesterday, but I did not end up getting any of it done because like after I was done working, I was just like tired, and I ended up just watching that 90s show on Netflix and then taking a nap and then reading once I woke up. So homework is definitely something that is going to be a priority either today or tomorrow. I say that, but more than likely I'm going to end up like putting it off until tomorrow. But I do have like 4 assignments that are due tomorrow. Well, actually it's 3 assignments that are due tomorrow, and I want to see about maybe doing at least 1, if not 2, maybe all of them today, but I at least want to get 1 done today. That is my goal, to get at least 1 of them done today, and who knows, maybe I'll get all 3 of them done today. That would be like the hope, but I'm trying not to procrastinate too much because I have been doing so good so far this semester with not procrastinating at my work like I have done like previous semesters, and so fingers crossed that I can just continue to keep that going, and this is just like a one-off week. I'm sure you guys can hear my air fryer in the background, so I am going to go ahead and pop off of here really quickly so that way I can go eat that when it's done cooking. And I am, like I said, going to be reading this for the next little bit. This is a very short book. It's a novella, so I don't think it'll take me longer than like an hour to read it. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be picking up next. And so with that being said, I will update you guys more than likely once I finish Burdens We Carry. I just feel like that was perfect timing because now my air fryer is going off, which means my food's done. So I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so it's a little bit later now, and I just wanted to pop on and let you guys know that I finished Burdens We Carry, and I think I'm gonna end up giving it 3 stars. So this is the 3rd book in the One Night series, which is basically like a novella series following this group of friends who are like very like well off group of people, I guess you could say. Like the first one follows Jack, who is this like gamer, this like really successful gamer, and then the next one follows Wes, and I can't remember what he does, but he's like pretty well off. And then the 3rd one follows Owen, and I'm pretty sure he is in the mafia possibly. And so it is basically like an arranged marriage type of thing, and he ends up marrying this girl, and it's like very much like an insta love, well, insta lust more like kind of thing. And so yeah, it was very short, very quick read. I did end up falling asleep about halfway through it, but then I woke up and now I finished it. So like I said, probably gonna give it 3 stars and move on to the next book. So I completely forgot, so today is January 28th, and I completely forgot that Loving the Mountain Man by Gemma Weir was coming out today. And so I just remembered not too long ago, and I was like, oh my god, how could I forget? I've been looking forward to this book since like November, since I read the last one in the series, and it ended on like a complete like cliffhanger. And so I was so excited to read this next one, and it's finally out. So I know I said that I was thinking that I was going to pick up like this book for that other video that I'm doing, but I'm thinking this one might have to wait until tomorrow, because I definitely feel like I want to pick up Loving the Mountain Man today now instead. And it is 323 pages, so I mean it's not too terribly long, but I just know that I can probably get at least halfway through this one today and finish it tomorrow, and then pick up this one tomorrow. But yes, I definitely do think that I'm going to start Loving the Mountain Man, because I have been so excited to read this one. So now that I have it, I'm excited to finish out the Montana Mountain Men series by Gemma Weir, and definitely don't recommend this to everyone for sure. It's definitely a very like over the top like alpha male type deal, and it's a lot, and it's not for everybody, but I have absolutely eaten it up. So I'm super excited to get to this last installment and see how everything pulls together for the final brother. And yeah, so with that being said, I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. Hey guys, so today is Sunday, and I just wanted to hop on here and give one final update before closing out this vlog. So I just finished Loved by the Mountain Man a few minutes ago, and I'm deciding to give it 2.5 stars. This was the last book in the Montana Mountain Men series by Gemma Weir, and honestly I feel like it's kind of bittersweet that this series has come to an end. However, Gemma Weir did allude to the fact that there are going to be more books coming out from this like world with some of the people that were in the town that this was like taking place in, and I'm thinking it's going to be like the storm jumpers, I want to say, or something like that, and kind of their stories of them like finding people and all that kind of thing. So yeah, it looks like there will be some more books in this world, and so I'm excited to read those whenever they do end up coming out, if that is a thing that actually happens. But yeah, so I would say that this was a pretty successful reading week this week, and with that being said, I think that is going to be all for today's video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I will have all of my social medias linked down in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.